Namibia has made advances in developing an inclusive and equitable education system since it gained independence in 1990. An enrollment rate of 98% at primary level indicates Namibia's success in providing access to education. At the same time, only 77% of primary school learners transition to secondary school. These education outcomes in schools affect the well-being of all Namibian children. Only 29% of the poorest children attend secondary schools compared to 69% of the wealthiest children. These challenges undermine access to quality of education as the inequities mainly affect the poor and vulnerable children. In this story, we ask, who is responsible for providing quality education in Namibian schools?
You can't just wait for the government to do things.
The issue right now, are the parents really engaging in school activity?
If all stakeholders involved can work together, then they can make education a fundamental success.
Because it's really a fundamental human right. It is only not negotiable.
The Ministry of Education, in partnership with the European Union and UNICEF, established the Social Accountability and School Governance Initiative in 2011.
An area which we have been not addressing directly, which is social accountability, which means how the school community, not just the learners, the teachers, the parents, the school governance, can get together in order to get better monitoring of the quality in the school and improve the governance of the school for the benefit of the students.
The motto of the Social Accountability Project is Quality Education, Our Shared Responsibility.
The school is a community institution, and then the community should be able to get involved and for them to see that quality education is being delivered in their schools.
The aim is to achieve quality education in Namibian schools through collective responsibility. Everybody has to contribute towards improving schools through social accountability.
Children, families, teachers, learners, community leaders all together take accountability. It's really transforming the school as a node of communities, a node of development. That's what the social accountability in short does.
The initiative was to be piloted in the Hardap and Ohangwena regions of Namibia. The Rossing Foundation and the Namibia Institute for Democracy implemented the projects in coordination with the regional directorates of education in the Hardap and Ohangwena regions. During the visits to the schools, edu circles were established and asked to mention 2 challenges that hindered learners' access to quality education. A study or edu circle is a small group of learners who meet multiple times during the week to discuss issues that are an obstacle to the attainment of quality education at their schools. The group is made up of 12 learners ranging from grade 6 to 9 that are from varying socio-economic or academic backgrounds. From the 48 schools in both the Hardap and Ohangwena regions, the following challenges were identified by the edu circles. Bullying was identified as the #1 challenge, followed by lack of textbooks, ill-disciplined learners, inadequate classrooms, parental abuse, teenage pregnancy, and other factors that range from corporal punishment, malnutrition, lack of libraries, and lack of health facilities, etc.
Social Accountability and School Governance Initiative really challenges how we do things, and the project really brings about a paradigm shift. It's a change in the culture of how we do business in the education sector, and it primarily says that if we want things that we haven't had, we have to do things that we haven't done. And so what we're saying is that we really need to have every single partner's voice heard in the forefront, especially those of learners, because they are the end consumers of this product that we're trying to create in terms of knowledge acquisition in the education sector.
As stipulated in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, the protection of children's rights is promoted by increased, meaningful child participation in decision-making. The Namibian Education Act makes provision for learners to be represented on school boards.
The school board is actually the voice of the children and the teachers in the community.
We have direct contact with the learners and what their suggestions or their issues are, which we can report to the school board. And it is also important because we are also learners and we know how learners think, and we can also communicate to the learners.
I would like the teachers to encourage me more to communicate with the learners, like have a group talk with the girls especially, about teenage pregnancy or stuff. So if I have like more contact with the learners, I would be prepared and to go and present them there at the school board meeting.
The Education Act of Namibia clearly states that the function of the school board is to ensure that schools are governed in the best interest of learners. The school board is an elected body made up of teachers, parents, and community members and serve a 3-year period. The school board provides an opportunity for the various stakeholders to work together to improve schools in Namibia. Many of the challenges faced by learners will not be solved unless the school board functions effectively. To improve the governance of school boards, a school toolkit was developed for the school board and edu circles established for the learners.
The tool itself, which are the questionnaires, the different questionnaires, will be addressing exactly the issues pertaining to teachers, the issues pertaining to learners, the importance of learners in the whole scenario. Once those things are captured and the school boards understand the importance of those requirements as a school board, their roles and responsibilities, then we can actually address the issues of how they participate in the process.
The edu circles and toolkit enhance the capacity of the school board and learners to improve the school through strengthening the school development plan. The school development plan outlines the step the school needs to take to achieve quality education. In addition, the Social Accountability Project promotes stakeholder forums, which are platforms for communities to come together to collectively find solutions that ensure the well-being of children both inside and out of the school.
Because I believe that we as the inhabitants of our country, we are also responsible. If they build a school, we have to also bring our part. And on our side, we went to the embassies and we tell them this is what we desire to do for our children, and it's actually more for our community. So we enter, knock at the doors, and immediately the doors went open, and then we get the donor, they built a nice hall for us here behind.
And really for us it was something great, because if it wasn't for the people within the school boards, with people with parent components that was involved in this project, we wouldn't have got the reach out, we wouldn't have the context in order to reach those people. So we, the parents and the teachers and the learners of Remo Primary, we learned throughout social accountability that we need to stand together, we need to work together in order to achieve something. And by doing this is what the successes came out of. And it's all because of social accountability and stakeholders' involvement.
In 2014, a character known as EDU was developed to improve interaction with and amongst learners. EDU encourages learners to be successful by telling them to do like EDU. The motto is, "Do like EDU," which encourages the learners to do what EDU does, because EDU does things. In the two regions, EDU made 12,389 learners from the 48 different schools. Through this initiative, a culture of teachers, parents and community members working with learners in decision-making on the school board demonstrates how quality education can only be achieved through a shared responsibility.
Quality education is our 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 shared responsibility.